Yes, Oleg, how do you copy us?
Время сетки у нас сколько?
What was the capture time?
Тут контролирует.
Monitor it here.
Все мои вызовы слышал. Я разобрал.
Fyodor, could you tell us the time of contact? Astray, MCC Moscow.
There was
I was trying to take pictures from the GA. Well, just an approximate. Oh, it was about 5 minutes ago.
Все хорошо, связь есть.
Around 20 or 2022. No, not earlier than that. Astray, MCC Moscow. S13, let's verify. S13 is illuminated. Hooks are open. D17 is not illuminated. Delta 15 should be illuminated. Confirm. Latches Delta 13 are not illuminated. Okay, Delta 11. D11 is illuminated. SM probe not illuminated. All right. Good. Golf 11. Let's move over to there. And then we'll be standing by. Maybe we'll get the comm back.
Astray, MCC Moscow, so 2 course sets failed. Yeah, we didn't like it either, you know. So both failed. So can we start doing unintelligible? Not yet. Anton, so should we check the probe, D17, D15? I have already checked that. Now we are standing by for the 11. Once it is eliminated, Astray, Moscow, so the repress is on. Moscow, Astray 1, how do you copy me? We copy you loud and clear. How do you copy us, Anton? Anton. So, you know, I cannot hear you very well, Pyotr. So, you know, on space to ground 1, the comm is not stable. This is Pyotr. Okay. So, all right. So I will have to deactivate the repress. All right. We are standing by for day 11.
This is Mission Control, Houston. Confirmation has been received that the hooks are now closed, forming a hard mate between the Soyuz and the Rosviet module on the Earth-facing side of the International Space Station.
This is Moscow. How do you read me on space to ground 1? Did you call me? Did somebody call me? The 11 is on.
Once again, some unexpected communications issues in the home stretch of what had been a clean and flawless rendezvous by the Soyuz following its launch from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. The final approach took a bit longer than usual as Anton Shkaplerov took over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz for the final few meters. Station keeping at one point, aligning the Soyuz docking probe with the Rosviet module, finally pushing in on final approach for contact and capture at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time.
30:45 is the time.
No,
15:31 to be more exact. So SSBB is deactivated as 1 on both display. Astray Moscow. Also the logged record. Oleg.
So it took a few extra minutes, but Russian actress Yulia Peresild, her producer-director Klim Shapenko, Soyuz commander Anton Shkaplerov are now safely engaged at the International Space Station. The docking probe is in the process of retracting. Hooks are closed. And leak checks will begin a short time from now that will lead to the opening of the hatch between the Soyuz and the Rosviet module.
Okay, so
they're with us because
Anton,
go ahead. Them, so they may not.
Moscow,
we are hearing them.
You know,
but they may not
can hear you quite well, so you can provide a running commentary.
So
Moscow,
please,
we have completed all the actions as per page 57, deactivated SSVP after we have the 11th, the probe is retracted, and so the mode is executed. LED,
I have relayed this information to.
So we also recorded all the names of the files in the log, and we are at page 58 right now. We are checking AKG.
Station 1 for come check.
Okay, I have you loud and clear now.
Houston on Space Ground 1, we've got you.
Copy that. You may.
So the pressure in ESA 801.
The hooks are closed on both sides of the docking interface. That now confirmed through telemetry from the Russian Mission Control Center. So the Soyuz MS-19 safely at port, and a Russian actress and her producer-director are on set at the International Space Station for 12 days of movie making.
How do you copy us? Moscow, this is S31. So after the 5-minute measurement, this ESA pressure is 801. In BO, it is 826, and in the instrumental compartment, it's 893. The delta
So we expect to have
in ESA and BO is 0, and it is 1 in the instrumentation compartment, and the next measurement will be taken in 15 minutes. Okay, now we will have to wait for 15 minutes. Maybe the comm will resume, hopefully. So, Oleg, can you relay to Moscow that we have completed 57 page actions, and now we are on page 58. The 5-minute measurement is complete.
This is Mission Control Houston. The crew on board the Soyuz, Shkaplerov, Parasild, and Shapenko, now evaluating all of their systems following the docking of the Soyuz to the International Space Station's Rassvet module. It was conducted manually by Anton Shkaplerov, but and a few minutes behind schedule, but the docking occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. The docking probe retracted as planned. Hooks are closed on both sides of the docking interface. Leak checks at that docking interface will begin a short time from now.
МКС СУП Москвы в канале СГ-1 для Олега и Петра. Для информации через...
Station Moscow. Space to ground 1 in the blind for Oleg.
So,
and
2022,
FYI, we should have a stable combat in about 2 minutes.
So,
Moscow Station.
We will have to do a transition route to the
Space to ground 1, this is Oleg.
I think it will be easier from now on.
64 and Electron, you were saying something about that, but I couldn't understand what I need to do that.
You know, we
MPEV
should have
needs
some kind
to
of
be
instruction for the activation.
Positioned to electrical control mode.
To do some shooting, filming, yes, and actually, you know, she looks well. I mean, Yulia. Yeah, it was a little bit dramatic at the end. You know, just for your, you know, in order for your movie to be more dramatic. Yes, that's we thought that as much. All right, now get ready for the operations, and now Konstantin Lvovich will be talking to you. How are you feeling, guys? Feeling great. Everything is good, and I can confirm they are feeling well. Dmitry Olegovich has already said that the situation was created, you know, for your purposes, that as if there was an agreement for that. But when you start filming and the camera starts operating, you know, you don't have anything, any other options but to act. So how is Yulia feeling? Well, she is round, a little bit puffed, but she is very beautiful. Nevertheless, we had beautiful sunsets and sunrises. So we looked at out of the window a little bit. It was a breathtaking view. Guys, the whole country and even the whole world was watching, you know, observing your flight. Anton was great. So what about our kids on the ground? How are they? Your kids are fine. Don't worry. Well, this is the most important thing. We are also feeling fine. So, you know, the kids sometimes are much more reasonable and behave better in these situations than adults. Yes, I agree. So Mishustin, the Prime Minister, is also congratulating you, and he said that he watched the launch, and so President Administration representatives also are sending their regards. So you have a lot of responsibility upon your shoulders. So I think that you will start your adaptation to the weightlessness, and will start working as per your schedule. You don't have much time, actually, and we will be standing by for the results of your great work. Again, congratulations. And we wish you success in everything, and of course to successfully transition to the station and start working. Thank you so much.
Congratulatory words from Dmitry Rogozin, the head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, from the Baikonur Hotel at the launch site in Baikonur, Kazakhstan, almost 4 hours after the Soyuz MS-19 launched to the International Space Station, culminating a 2-orbit rendezvous just a few minutes behind schedule as Anton Shkaplerov took over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz due to some communications issues in the home stretch of the approach for the contact and capture to the Rassvet module. All of that ultimately successful, with docking occurring at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time, as the Soyuz and the International Space Station flew 260 miles just north of the Philippine Islands. The docking probe was retracted to form a hard mate, hooks closed on both sides of the docking interface, and leak checks at that docking interface will take place a short time from now. That will lead to the opening of the hatches, enabling Shkaplerov, Russian actress Yulia Peresild, and her producer-director Klim Shipenko to enter the international outpost for 12 days of movie making.
The propellant 488. The first vertical tank 81. Second 243. Copy. That's propellant.
Мало? Интересно. Время сетки ориентировочно 15.
The time of the docking mechanism engaged is approximately 15:21. SEPCA or docking mechanism engaged 15:21. Copy. Now I'm at page 58. I have instruction on the display after the docking mechanism engaged. So the LED is not illuminated. The KDU repress is not illuminated. ISN and navigation equipment is not illuminated. KSP command signal matrix. I am transitioning to the KSP right and waiting for your go to do the transition.
Остается по Москве.
Astray, MCC Moscow.
Москву повторить.
Moscow, come again.
Разрешаю выполнять действия по указанию Земли переход на МБС, страница 58.
So it's a go to transition to MBS, hotline com. It is page 58. Could you please repeat? Is it a go? Yes, it is a go. So I'm releasing the push to talk buttons and transition to MBS, hotline com. Astray, Moscow, on space to ground 1. How do you copy? We copy you loud and clear. We also copy you loud and clear via MPS com. So we are transitioning to the joint power. You stand by. We will give you a go. Okay, we are standing by for your go. Crew members talking to each other. If you cannot secure it until it clicks, you can do it at maximum length and then secure it with a hook. Astray, Moscow. Go ahead, Moscow. It's a go to transition to joint power as per page 58. Copy. I'm sending B5 command.
Принято, Петр, спасибо. Ну, осталось нам камеры только проверить для репортажа. Ты можешь сделать по форме 24.
Now, B7 command is being sent. B1 command.
Если успеют зарядиться, да, получится снять запись входа.
And I'm taking 15-minute measurement, but actually we don't need any more measurements. That's all? Yes, that's all. The one joint power. Moscow, Astray 1, I completed all actions as per page 58, copy. So you're now on joint power, on the joint power with the station. Yes, the LED is illuminated, copy. Just for your reference, the SKV 128 and 0 will be entered. Copy. Astray, now go to page 59, SABO hatch opening and transitioning to BO. Copy. Page 16. No, it is 59. No, page 16. Opening of the hatch, equalize the pressure, open the lock of the cover of the hatch, so on and so on. Okay, so let us start taking off all the straps so that it is not in the way. Okay, it won't be in the way.
Тогда до разрешения можно включать.
Well, we can actually switch on lights here. So why are we in the dark? Yes, of course. I can buckle it up like this so that it will be more comfortable for you to take it. Yes, of course. Thank you. Well, can we release the straps here? Well, but you know, you will start moving upwards. Yeah, but you can stretch your legs. All right, so we should start equalizing pressure between SR and BO. Okay, so in SI it is 801 and in BO it is 825. Now let us start equalizing the pressure, monitoring equalization. Moscow Astray 1, we are equalizing pressure between the descent module and orbital module BO. Copy.
This is Mission Control Houston. Just to recap, despite some communications issues that forced Anton Shkaplerov, the Soyuz commander of the MS-19 vehicle, to take over manual control of the flying of the Soyuz for the final few meters and its final approach for docking, the link up to the International Space Station's Rosviet module did occur without incident. It occurred normally. A few minutes behind schedule at 7:22 a.m. Central Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time, as the Soyuz and the station flew 260 miles just north of the Philippine Islands. The docking probe on the Soyuz retracted, and hooks closed on both sides of the docking interface to form a hard mate between the two vehicles. Shkaplerov, Russian actress Yulia Peresild, and her producer-director Klim Shipenko are now out of leak checks that should result in the opening of the hatches between the Soyuz and the International Space Station around 9:05 a.m. Central Time, 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time. We will be back on the air for hatch opening coverage about 40 minutes from now at 8:30 Central, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll follow along as pressure and leak checks are conducted, and the depressurization, the repressurization of the small vestibule, the small passageway between the Soyuz and the Rosviet module takes place. That will lead to the opening of the hatches and the greeting